Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris. We are currently in the Asgard system, deep into Sandaran Authority territory, and our war is going really well. If we look over here, we only have 15 more acceptance to go until we can win our war goal. But I did notice one concerning thing, and that is the war that the Alliance of Hardshell Harbor declared. Now I assumed that this war would be maybe just conquering a couple of systems, but actually this is a subjugation war. And what that means is that once we win this war, the new government that we just installed in the Sandaran Authority is likely to be subjugated very soon by the Alliance of Hardshell Harbor, right after we just liberated them. So over the course of this episode, we're going to need to consider maybe declaring war against our former allies, the Alliance, to defend our interests here. After all, we had made it a public declaration that we were declaring war to liberate the population first, and then they decided to come and try to subjugate the empire. So their hands are not clean in this. They took the first step of aggression against us. In any case, what I think we're going to do is I think we're going to at least try to push into the Hajim system. And I think we're going to move our Sult army here. And then we have another army, transport army, here. And here. I think these two armies we will push. Yeah. I think all of our armies, let's move into the Hajim system. Or the Debek system for now. And we'll push them into the Hajim system when we get a chance. Okay, so we have a plan. We're going to try to keep pushing forward, and we might be declaring war on the Alliance of Hardshell Harbor to defend the Sandaran Authority against their aggression, because once we liberate them, we don't want them to be subjugated right away again. That, or we're going to come to some other arrangement. We'll see what we can do. Unfortunately, in Stellaris, there's no way where you can offer to join a war that's already in progress. So there's no way, once we win this war, we can offer to join the war on the side of the Sandaran Authority. So we're going to have to be a little more creative with what we do there. Let's go ahead and briefly look through all our planets, make sure everything is up to date on our planets. Looks like we need some more agriculture and some more energy. Probably are the two resources that we want to build on any planets that still need. Okay, this planet could use a city district. This planet has 4 jobs and 3 housing. It's probably good to go for the rest of this episode. Our tech world needs jobs. I think we can have a secondary specialization on our tech worlds where we just build energy districts and agriculture districts in addition to the science districts. So in this case, let's go ahead and let's build a generator district, and then we'll build another city district so we can build another research labs. Gruner Prime, we decided it was going to be a mining world. Okay, they could always use more mining districts. Fortalia is our agri world. It is full up on agriculture districts. So with the rest of the districts, we can get 4 remote harvesting traps. Okay, we're going to have to do that. So we're going to build another city district there. This would be not a bad place to put some agriculture districts. Looks like this planet specialization hasn't been chosen. Tech world. I think we'll leave it as a tech world. Okay. And our forge world, we might as well just build our last industrial district. Let's see, Corim. only has 2 available jobs. We might as well build another industrial district as well there too. And finally, on Fort Fionn, we have plenty of housing and jobs, so we don't really need to worry about that. Okay, so long-winded introduction over. Let us get going. One thing I'm going to do, since we're not at war with the Mythful Order, I'm going to withdraw this MSI warship from the border to Fevnor, because I believe we should have eventually the debt collectors coming back in 2297. That's 5 years from now, okay? And the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can move this fleet down here to help out on the war in the south. I don't think this fleet is needed in the northern front anymore. Okay.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
Okay. So here we are in Asgard. We need to push into Hodgem.
Research complete.
All right, and we have researched available envoys plus 0.25 and research speed plus 5%. All right, next we can get I think subspace sensors is going to be pretty good. I mean, hyperdrive 3 is also great, but it's really expensive technology for us right now. Okay, so the secondary fleet we're going to use to conquer all of these systems that we haven't quite gotten to yet. Daleth Manus, long-range scanners have picked up readings in the Hodgem system that could be described best as giant heat blobs. It's worth investigating. Okay, and so we shall. Let's see, we can afford a new technology, a new tradition, and this says the Great Awakening. All latent psionic species will unlock their full psionic potential. Ooh, that sounds cool. Allows psionic assimilation of other species, unlocking their latent abilities. Yes. The Valdari species has experimented with what can only be described as a Great Awakening. For a time now, we have been aware of the great psionic potential inherent in our species, but such powers have only ever manifested themselves in a small minority, until now. Almost overnight, Valdari everywhere have unlocked their full psionic capacity. It is as if some sort of communal pool of Valdar psychic energy finally reached a critical tipping point, collectively awakening the latent abilities of our brains. The latent abilities of our brains. Telepathy has already replaced most verbal communication between Valdari, and this is only a small example of the innumerable changes our society is faced with. We are now tied together in a way few of us could have ever imagined. That's super cool. So let's check this out. All of our leaders gain the psychic trait. So let's see what that trait is. Where's our leaders tab? Okay, so this gives them bonuses as governors to unity and scienceship bonuses for scientists. For governors, it gives governing ethics, attraction, and influence bonuses to researchers. Well, we actually don't have any Valdari researchers, so we don't know what it does for researchers. And it also gives us a species trait, I think. Yeah, psionic. It's going to boost our research, and it's going to boost our unity, and it's going to boost our happiness for being psionic. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, that's great news. Okay, we will
Hostile fleet engaged.
Continue pushing into Hodgem. Looks like the Alliance of Hardshell Harbor is moving down south. And they're taking Olam, which is their home system. Okay. Okay, with this fleet here, we're gonna want to move over Tol Enimum so we can bombard this planet and get it ready for an army invasion. Okay, we're gonna move our army into orbit over it. What I want to avoid is letting the Alliance of Hardshell Harbor invade the planet before we get a chance to. I need to enter orbit, not land right away. We're gonna give some time to bombard.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Migration treaty proposal declined. In fact, I think we're pretty upset with the Alliance of Hardshell Harbor, and I would like to retract some of our agreements with them. We have a research agreement. Let's break it. We have a commercial pact. Let's break it. In fact, I think, yeah, I think we're done being friends with them. They're basically, that was a really low move, you know? Declaring a war of aggression against the very same empire we're trying to liberate.
Council agenda ready.
Alright, we can expand the council. And we can either get Minister of State, which gives us more effective envoys, which we're not really using all that much, or we could get armor hit points for Mastercrafter. I think we're going to go with that. And we'll put our last governor into this slot. Fantastic. Oh, we need to pick a new option. I think we pick Mind Over Matter. This is going to give us tech progress in telepathy. We can learn to fully unlock our telepathic powers. So, just looking, if I wanted to truce from breaking alliance until 23030707, we cannot declare war on them before this truce has ended. So we can't even declare war on them if we wanted to. I'm really worried that when we win this war,
Hostile fleet engaged.
we're just, the Sandaran Authority is just going to crumble. It's going to be a weak new empire, and we're not going to be able to join the war and defend it. Oh, looks like we've discovered the Tianki. And for those of you who are new to Stellaris, these are basically like giant space octopuses or giant space squids. They call them space whales in this game because they're very like docile and they just kind of float around very sluggishly. Fascinating.
An alien empire has established communications.
They're not aggressive. Alright, how's the bombardment going? Have we not been bombarding this whole time? Oh my gosh.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay.
Blocker clear.
Looks like we have some work to do. They have a garrison of 380. We'd like to take that down a little bit before we invade the planet. Alright, we still have minus 15 acceptance. Hopefully taking this planet will get us there. We can pick a new leader trait for our Minister of Defense. We can pick Wrecker, which gives ship weapons damage. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Research complete.
Star Fortress unlocked. Fantastic. So we could get improved strikecraft, which would be not bad shout at all. We get defense platform hull points. We don't use defense platforms that often. We can get alloy megaforges. It's either between alloy megaforges or improved strikecraft. I think we're going to go improved strikecraft because once we unlock battleships, we're going to start relying on strikecraft a lot more. Alright, looks like our orbital bombardment is going well. And
Hostile
the debt
fleet
collectors are
engaged.
coming in 3 years. We should be ready for them when they do come. Oh, we can merge all of these, and we can bring these to Hajim as well. Looks like we have a stray transport fleet that also needs to go to Hajim.
Hostile station engaged. Hostile fleet engaged.
Alright, this is our governor of Fevaria, so we can either get pop growth speed, we can get minerals from jobs, we can get clear blocker. Okay, we definitely don't need clear blocker. Minerals from jobs isn't going to be that great because it's not a mining world. So we'll get pop growth speed and food from jobs. This is our commissary general. We can get terraforming speed. We've not really been terraforming because, well, we're just relying on our bold technology. We get monthly unity and governing ethics attraction, yeah.
Blocker cleared.
Alright, how's the army on here looking? They're down to just 4 defense armies and a garrison of 191. I think we're probably safe to move in. So let's go ahead and let's land our armies.
Hostile fleet engaged. Planetary invasion begun.
Alright, let's look at the progress here. Yeah, I think we're gonna win this without even losing a single.
Enemy planet secured.
Yep, we didn't lose a single ship. And there we go. Okay, our second fleet has come in. This is great news. That did not get us as far as I wanted it to go. We're only at -9
Hostile
acceptance.
station engaged.
It looks like the Alliance of Hardshell Harbor has kind of taken over here. I wonder, since they're in a federation, I know I'm prevented from declaring war on them, but can I declare war on someone else in the federation? No. Looks like I'm in a truce with the entire federation. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, I guess we'll move this fleet back. And we'll move our transport fleet back as well. And we'll just conquer these territories and hope that that gives us the minus... Oh, I guess we went from -9 to -8. We'll see if it's going to be enough. It might be. Hey, look at this. The Mythfell Order is making a push back against the Lyrian Compact. We're gonna see if this is gonna be enough. So they are involved in this war.
Hostile station engaged.
-7? I think we might just get there if we take these last 3 systems. Seems like it's
Research
like slowly
complete.
ticking up for us. Alright, and we unlocked Ancient Cavitation Collapsers. Next, we could start genetically modifying our species. That would be kind of cool. We could get more Archaeotech weapons, or we could unlock blockers. I think we need to start thinking about unlocking blockers on our planets. Because we are running up to our district limit on a lot of our planets. So we need to start clearing some of those blockers out. I think the game intends for you to start clearing blockers like early on in the game, but I never end up actually doing it until much later on, when I start to hit this limit. Looks like we met the Shroud Walkers. Fellow travelers, we greet you. Your presence in the galactic stage has long been known to us, but until now, afraid we might unduly influence your destiny, we have held back. However, the time has come to lift the veil. The ways of the Shroud may seem strange and unnerving to the uninitiated, and it is for this reason that we offer guidance. Realize that you have someone willing to be your teacher, if you so wish. Wander safely until our next encounter. Interesting. I am curious what these Shroud Walkers are about. This is one of the enclaves that I've never really dealt much with in my other playthroughs. Let's see what our options are. What is to be our fate? Will you be willing to send us a teacher from your order? I don't think we need any more aliens in our empire, but I would be curious what this option is. What does this do? Ah, a momentous query, no less poignant for being asked by so many before you. Such a question carries a heavy price, but we can provide answers. Know this, however, the Shroud allows us to perceive events which have not yet come to pass, and this knowledge shall help guide your course. But it is beyond the power of any one event to alter the turning of the galaxy. If you would like to strike this bargain, know that your aspirations should extend no further than to be better prepared. But oh, what grand designs may be built upon even the merest glimpse at what is to come. Wow, you're so grandiose. How much does it cost? 9,000 energy, that's a lot. Only 50 influence, we can afford the influence. You know what? We're sitting on all this energy, we're not doing anything with it, we might as well. Let's see what it does. We shall pay. The shroud shivers, it speaks without voice in all voices at once. The infinite strands of time that extend from this moment now enter into confluence. Here, this place, the path ahead grows clear. The rite of divination has begun. What does this do? The Shroud Walkers will retire for a few days in order to commune with the Shroud. Okay, so I guess they're gonna get back to us? We'll have to see.
Hostile station engaged.
Oh, look at this. We found a magnetar. That's kind of cool. -5? Guys, I'm sorry to say it, but I don't think we're going to be able to win this war. I think we're going to have to push for a white peace. And let's actually see what a white peace does. Or, sorry, I've been playing a lot of Crusader Kings. It's in Stellaris is called a status quo victory. A new Sandaran Empire will be created as an ally or subject of Fevarian Republic out of the 13 occupied systems. Is it going to share our ethics at least? Like, I hope they're still liberated. We'll have to see. I don't think we get a ticking war score in here. Alright, let's see what this is. This is a new event. Incredible news from Fevaria. Early this morning, an individual proclaiming herself to be the legendary hero Vaki Ba'arin entered the great square of our capital. No way. Was that one of our old leaders? Witnesses described scenes of odd silence as powerful feelings of calm and well-being radiated throughout the gathering crowd. While Vaki Ba'arin was known to history as a great orator and impassioned leader, the individual in question spoke of the supposed experience in the afterworld in a simple, almost lighthearted tone. They claimed to have returned not to lead, but to erase our fear of death. Whoa, is this because of what we did with the Shroud Walkers? Did they bring back someone from the dead? This is so cool. We paid 9,000 bucks for this, I guess. Necromancy is worth 9,000 bucks. Did we get to keep the leader? Tell me we have. No. No. I guess they said they're not coming back to lead. Okay, so here's the deal. I don't think we can get past -4 war score for the rest of this war, and I'm just kind of anxious to end this war. So let's see what the status quo does for us. Okay, we have another tradition though first. Either we could breach the Shroud, unlock the special project to breach the Shroud. Telepaths now have an additional 5% resources from psionic pops. That's pretty good. Or code breaking and encryption. That's boring. Let's take breach the Shroud and let's see what this decision does. Like a muffled whisper in a dark room, the Shroud calls to us from within our minds. It is a primordial realm of pure psychic energy that came into being at the dawn of time. All creatures that have been gifted with psionic abilities tap into the shroud in some way to draw power, even if only subconsciously. Since our transcendence, we have begun to see the shroud with greater clarity. There are patterns where once even our strongest telepaths could see only formless mass of swirling energy. There are other things as well, spirits of a sort, that gaze back on us from the other side, sometimes with curiosity, sometimes with kindness, and sometimes with malice. Are these like gods? Gods from the psychic realm? We are still in the process of learning the extent of our new powers, but it may be possible for us to commune with these spirits. It will require the combined effort of our most powerful telepaths. Okay, this gives us a new special project to breach the shroud, and this sounds amazing. An individual claiming to be a legendary hero has appeared from our homeworld. Yeah, let's research this project, and once we're done with this project, let's do breaching the shroud. They both take society research, so I think we have to do one at a time. And, yeah, I think we're gonna just see what happens with the status quo. That is so ugly. Did we forget to occupy all of the planets fully in this system? We will accept this for now. Okay, but there is a new empire, Sandaran United Planet States. What? This has got to be broken. They don't have any ethics? Oh, no, I guess it just took a moment to update. Okay, they have our government and they have our ethics. Let's establish embassy with them. We can even open our borders with them. This is really weird, and this is really bothering me that the Sandaran Authority held on to the Moffith system. You know what though? We're gonna have to live with it, because we can't declare war against the Alliance of Hardshell Harbor. Okay, they accepted our embassy. We can improve relations with them. I think we want to. This is the first Xeno Empire that we really actually want to get along with. Okay, we just established their independence, so we're going to go ahead and back up our word. We're going to guarantee it, and we're going to form a non-aggression pact with them. Can we form a defensive pact, a commercial pact?
Special project complete.
Looks like we need to wait a little bit. The investigation into the individual claiming to be Vakiba Aaron has concluded. At first, our researchers were understandably skeptical, but not only did the subject possess incredibly detailed knowledge of the great hero's time period and culture, DNA analysis confirms a genetic link to several known descendants. Moreover, closer study of Vakiba Aaron's brainwave pattern revealed a distinct psionic residue. It seems likely that far from being returned from death, Vakiba Aaron was in some way transported to a realm akin to Shroud. Her experience of this afterlife was apparently a contented one, and she has now settled into a quiet existence on the outskirts of the capital, preaching a doctrine of fearlessness and peace to any who will listen. Interesting. Let's breach the Shroud now. Okay. We have a new friend, a new neighbor. The Sandaran United Planet States. It's like the United States. The United Planet States. I like it. Let's take all of our fleets and let's bring them back to Ragunov. Oh, this border gore is killing me. All right. We are at peace again. Looks like we can activate the last bull. And that's gonna let us terraform yet another planet. Our next victim can either be Corum or Desadia. I think we're gonna do Desadia first. Desadia, I think, was colonized before Corum. Decisions. New bull life seeding. I have a question. So, when we do this new bull life seeding, I think it creates some new bull on our world. What is their species traits? They live a long time. They're good farmers. They're delicious. I hope we're not eating them. I think that's like a necrophage thing. They're communal, and they're slow breeders. Interesting. What are their rights? They have residence rights. And I think they deserve decent conditions. I think they've been with us long enough. I think that their military service should be... I think we should give them full citizenship. Assimilation. Pops of this species are altered over time to better match the dominant species of the Empire. Pops that are in the process of being assimilated will not produce any resources. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness into our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Interesting. We can't choose full citizenship because we're xenophobic. I wonder if it's almost time for our xenophobicness to end. I don't think we're going to assimilate them. That sounds kind of horrible. If we look at our government and we look at our factions, see what our attraction is for all of the different things. It's still just 41%. We still just have militarist, xenophobes, and egalitarians. We don't really have any other factions represented. Interesting. Well, until we get any other factions, we can't really shift the ethos of our empire. They want a commercial pact. We want a commercial pact too. In fact, let's make a defensive pact and let's make a research agreement. These guys are going to be our allies. All right. Fantastic. Okay, so we need to think about what we're gonna do next. We've just won this war, so we've kind of secured our southern border. We've secured a friendly southern border. Now here's where I don't think we're gonna accept. I don't think we want a migration treaty necessarily. Our pops are still xenophobe. I don't think we necessarily want them flooding into our planets or anything like that. What was I saying? Right. We needed to think about what we're going to do next. I think another very powerful enemy we have are the Mythful Order. I say powerful, but actually their fleet power is pathetic. But they do have a lot of territory, so they have the potential to be powerful. And I think we could do one of two things. We could either try and conquer some land from them, which I don't think is in fitting with the Fevarian Republic. Plus, I think we have enough planets to micromanage. I don't think we really need to conquer any more planets. Or we could do a similar deal and try to liberation war them, or we could subjugate them. I think liberation is better than subjugation for us, though, because we're egalitarian. We don't really believe in subjugating others.
Council agenda ready.
Council agenda ready. All right, we gained progress in telepathy, and now we can take evolving society. This gives us monthly unity. Yeah, sure. Fortalia has unemployment. Fortalia, of course, is our agri and research world, and I think we can get another moat harvesting traps here. And we could get a Psycore as well. All right. Let's check and see how we're doing on time. I think it's probably going to be time to end the episode in about 5 minutes or so, but let's actually fight off this debt collector invasion. We won't pay, as always.
Spaceport under
Bring it
attack.
on. And in fact, let's watch this pathetic attempt to subjugate us. I'd like to see you try. Yep. The shroud grows quiet. Once more, the weary river of time recedes into its well-worn course. The changes foretold by the rite of divination have come to pass. Go now in awe as you reflect on the workings of the shroud. All right. So, it looks like that event basically brought back one of our leaders from the dead. I don't know what effect it had, or if maybe it's just purely story-based and it has no, like, actual effect. Let's go to our fleet management, and let's see about using some archaeotech weapons. Did we research autocannons as well? No, we have not, but we do have ancient cavitation collapsers now. Okay, interesting. I think we want to make military a new priority. We want to like buff up our military and get ready to go to war with the Mythfell Order. And I think we're going to declare another liberation war. I don't know how we're going to get over here. I would like to declare war and destroy MSI, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. Just like I feared, I think the Sandaran Authority is going to lose their war against the Alliance of Hardshell Harbors. So, not an ideal situation. It would have been nice to kind of liberate the entire empire, but we'll take the northern half. Minus Moffith. This is really bothering me.
Research complete.
We might have to declare war and conquer Moffith and then grant our newly conquered system to our allies. That might be a way of dealing with the border core, just for our own sanity. We can get advanced afterburners. Yeah, advanced afterburners. That's awesome. 98 months though. That's a long time of research. But hey, might as well. Looks like we can build a mining station on Sysmac. I don't know why we aren't already. Let's take a construction ship and move it over there. And we can also upgrade to Star Fortresses. Full life seeding on Desadia is complete. Fantastic. Desadia now has 3 unemployed pops because it created a bunch of new bulls that are going to be unemployed. Well, we can build a Psycore. I think we will. This is going to give us stability, telepath jobs. It's going to produce unity. I think we could also build agriculture districts as well. Our leader leveled up. This is our Tribune of Rights governing Desadia. Pop upkeep minus 5%, trade value plus 5%. That's actually not bad. you know what we might do next? We might wait and just declare another liberation war on the Sandaran Authority again and liberate them from the alliance of Hardshell Harbor. Finish what we started, you know? Laval Core, our tech world. Founder species on slave market. How did Valdars become on the slave market? Where are all these Valdars coming from?
Research complete.
We didn't lose any systems. None of our systems got conquered. Where are all these Valdars coming from on the slave market? This is concerning. We can get experimental subspace navigation. What this is like a jump drive. This is only for science ships though. It's not as useful as for military ships. More likely, I think, is going to be a better option to take research station output or UV lasers. And I'm going to go for the UV. Nope, we have the ancient cavitation collapsers. So I actually think we're going to go for research station output. We don't need regular lasers anymore. Factory world. We can build a couple more industrial districts. We can upgrade our civilian industries. Wait, we don't want to actually upgrade our civilian industries. That's going to cost rare resources that we don't have to spend.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
All right. So we upgraded Jorwar, we upgraded Ubalon, we're upgrading Sismach. Let's go ahead and let's upgrade Waltham as well. We want to have all of our bastions fully upgraded, and I think we'll also upgrade Fevnor. Our inner systems are less necessary to have fully upgraded, though. Let's see, Yamathur is just a bunch of anchorages. I was thinking shipyards. Do we have a shipyard here in the north? No, we don't. I think it'd be worth having a shipyard somewhere here in the north, and I think that shipyard should probably be Yamathur. So we're gonna upgrade this. We're gonna upgrade Huawei, which is our shipyard in the kind of eastern part of the empire. We're gonna upgrade Reganov, which is our shipyard here, and we're gonna have 6 shipyards on each of these, so we can really like pump out a fleet quickly. And I think this is a good place to end the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed that. A little bit of a disappointing end to the war, but you know, we had a partial victory. We liberated the northern half, just not the southern half. So please let me know in the comments what you guys think we should do next in regards of, you know, future wars, future goals, whether or not we need to look into our own internal politics and, you know, change our government or our ethics around. Just let me know what you guys think we should do next with the Fevarian Republic, keeping in mind our roleplay priorities here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.